very good morning to you, Marissa. Before we get into the Pro League, I want to talk about our incredible performance, the men and the women at the AFCON, both coming in with victories. I was speaking to Reggie Smith last week, I think it was, the head of HP, and I just want to ask you, what does this mean for South African hockey and its growth?
Good morning, Nandi. Thanks for the opportunity to chat hockey. As you say, we are extremely excited. The performance in Ghana just over a week ago was absolutely amazing. I think the teams themselves are just so excited that they were able to pull off these results. The Africa Cup of Nations is a fantastic tournament for the continent to showcase hockey and how far a lot of the countries have grown. And it's an opportunity for our SA hockey national teams to collect maximum points from the world rankings perspective. It is the one event where we can collect the largest amount of points. And this is even bigger than what we would get at a World Cup or at an Olympic Games. So a very important tournament for SA hockey, an important tournament for the continent. And I'm so happy that we brought the silverware back home.
Absolutely. Now let's get into that Pro League. It's been hosted by the Northwest University in Potchefstroom over the weekend. Marissa, how did we end up getting to host it? Were we initially supposed to be participating in it?
The Pro League as a tournament was launched in 2016, and at that stage, unfortunately, we could not join the group of countries that were invited to participate. The costs were just extremely expensive, and the logistics around having an away and home series was impossible for us at that point. This year, we were contacted, or rather last year, were contacted by the International Hockey Federation, giving us the opportunity to possibly join season 3. We looked at it and we thought it was a fantastic value proposition. This also came about because of the performance, the solid performance of the national men at the Tokyo Olympic Games. The fact that at a certain point in that competition, they were still sitting in the top 10. So that was a no-brainer for the International Hockey Federation. When the likes of Australia and New Zealand pulled out of the competition, they reached out to South Africa, Canada, Malaysia, and France, and we came out tops as a host for season 3.
That's very exciting news, Marissa. And I'm glad you mentioned the Tokyo Olympics because I'm particularly looking forward to South Africa's match against Germany. We caused a huge upset at the Olympics last year, and I'm pretty sure we're going to want to have a double over Germany. How do you see the men's team performing in general?
Absolutely. We're so excited. Germany generally travels out to South Africa annually, so we've played them multiple times. And for the team to actually pull that result off on the biggest world stage in terms of hockey, we can't express our gratitude more than what we've done up until now. So going into the Pro League and facing Germany once again is something that the guys are reveling about. They're looking forward to it. We'll have an extended squad this time round. We're looking at about 25 players to get us through all the 8 matches that we need to play and in Potchefstroom. So very exciting opportunity, and especially for the young players that are also coming through the system.
Marissa, I also want to talk about the FIH Junior Women's Hockey World Cup. It was postponed in December because of COVID-19, but it is now going ahead in April at the Northwest University. It must be exciting and looking forward to seeing our juniors in action.
Yes, we're very excited. I think when the news of Omicron broke in late November last year, we were heartbroken. We knew that it would impact the tournament. And of course, that's exactly what happened a few days later. But now that everything has settled and all the travel bans have been lifted in most countries, excited to be able to bring this event back to South Africa once again in April and to get the world's top 16 junior women's teams coming to Potch. And to be playing at the Northwest University. So it's something that we are looking forward to. There are not too many opportunities in terms of international hockey for this particular age group. So this is an amazing and an exciting opportunity for our youngsters.
Now, Marissa, just last question to you. We know that it hasn't been easy with the pandemic. A lot of sporting codes have had to stay afloat somehow. But from where I'm standing, it looks like SA Hockey has done fairly well. How did you adapt in order to survive for the past 2 years of the pandemic?
It hasn't been easy, Nandi, I must say. I think being a winter sport specifically, we were most affected by the different alert levels, especially when it was announced that contact sport would not be permitted. And we've been affected quite gravely by that. But I think the resilience of our sporting administrators and the resilience of our players has ensured that we are still able to deliver quality hockey through the season, even though it was in pockets. The teams have remained focused from a high performance perspective. Huge credit to our coaching staff and especially to the players who are the real champions through this COVID pandemic and the times that we find ourselves in.
Hopefully the worst is over, Marissa. Very much looking forward to the Pro League starting this weekend. Thank you so much for your time. That was SA Hockey CEO Marissa Langeni joining us via Zoom.